असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय.
Hello students, in our previous chapter we have done about Vietnam. In Vietnam topic we have also done that civilizing mission. You know that under civilizing mission French they want only educated laborers, not highly educated. You please make a note that. So that they introduce education. Whenever they wanted to introduce education, some of the members who called colons, they were opposed because they are working as a policemen, they are working as a clerks, they are working as a officers, so that they thought that they might have lose their jobs because of the introduction of education in Vietnam among the Vietnamese people. Moreover, they introduced education in Vietnam. Primary education it was in Vietnamese language. In higher education it was done in French language. Moreover, those who are attended for the examinations, they were most probably failed. For example, you can take out of 5 lakhs people, only 4 to 500 people, 4 to 500 students only passed in the examination. So that's what they want only educated laborers. That is proved. Again, the most probably among them those who are receiving education is especially elites of Vietnam. Elites means little bit rich people in Vietnam. They have received more education while comparatively the poor. Poor persons, middle class persons also there, but their elites are majority. Next step. Under the civilizing mission, they have introduced a curriculum or a syllabus which is glorified the French. All the books were completely increasing their pride of French, and they are praising and they are completely in favor of French. So that whenever these are taught in the school, sometimes students say that it is not under reality, but they also know that what is going outside, what is written in the textbook, they are clearly observed. Sometimes students were silently stood, sometimes they resisted, they shown their anger to the other people. At the same time, when Vietnamese teachers they appointed in the schools, Vietnamese teachers when they appointed in the schools, so Vietnamese teachers also taught a different. Vietnamese teachers also completely they injected the nationalism among the tiny students, among the children especially. Whenever children they got nationalism towards the teachers, whenever they got higher education, they started to think on patriotism. They started to think on to elevate or to remove the French colonial power in Vietnam. Okay, Vietnamese teachers and Vietnamese students they did not blindly follow the curriculum which was designed by the French that we have done in earlier. Yeah, again the students opposite sometimes. Students completely opposite the foreign policy or French policy. So that wherever they opposite means the patriotic feelings slowly sown the seed among the students. Okay, those students have received minimum education. Some of the people they went Japan. Some of the students they went Japan, Russia, Tokyo to receive higher education. If for example we have done our graduation, so after post graduation they have gone to other countries. Whenever they have gone to other countries, they acquired much of the knowledge in related to democracy, republic, colonial power. They are inspired from Russia. They are inspired from Sun Yat-sen. They inspired from They inspired from Lenin. Okay, Lenin, Sun Yat-sen. Most probably they are the heroes. Most probably they became heroes among the Vietnamese students. So by 1920s, they are students are forming political associations or political parties. Political parties. They started political parties. Slowly political parties have been started by the student, those who are acquired higher education. And those parties, one of the major important party was there, the party of Annam, or the young party of Annam. Party of Annam. So the party of Annam name was there because Annam, young Annam, the party of Annam. The party of young Annam also it is called as party of young Annam. They better to write party of young Annam. Party of young Annam. So it is called as party of young Annam because it was set up in Annam. Annam is a region, a state. In that state it was established. So this party of young Annam inspired many of the members, and they have a journal. Journal means paper, newspaper. They have a journal. That journal name is Annamist Students. Annamist Students. Yeah. So through their ideas, through these papers, they are completely mobilizing their ideas. They are completely educating the other peoples. Those who are received education in Japan, those who are received Russia, higher education, Tokyo, they are mostly inspired by. They are inspired from China, US, Europe also. China, US, Europe, especially French ideas. French only ruling them, but the French Revolution ideas were inspiring. You might have learned, you have done your French Revolution in your 9th class. French Revolution gave us what they gave. French Revolution gave us equality. French Revolution gave us fraternity. French Revolution gave us liberty. Yeah, they learned this from French Revolution itself. So they are inspiring from that. And these people they wanted to re-establish. A dynasty which is deposed by the French. Guyen dynasty. Yeah, Guyen dynasty was deposed by the French when they arrived at Vietnam. Then they wanted to appoint again the Guyen dynasty member as the ruler of Vietnam. I repeat, Guyen dynasty. They wanted to re-establish the Guyen dynasty again into power in Vietnam. So political parties mobilizing and inspiring. Slowly they are starting meetings. Okay, so these all are things are going on in Vietnam. But at the same time, a person who was inspired, his name is Ho Chi Minh. One person he was greatly inspired with the European ideas. Ho Chi Minh, very very important. Ho Chi Minh, he was inspired from those countries, Russia, Sun Yat-sen, from European communist. Please remember European communist. Ho Chi Minh in February 1930. He was established a party, Vietnam Communist Party, VCP. VCP means Vietnam Communist Party. It also called as Indochina Party or Indochina Communist Party. Ho Chi Minh was the founder of Vietnam Communist Party in 1930s. Okay, so during 1930, you know that Great Depression was there. There was a Great Depression was there. You know that Great Depression. Why? How Great Depression came? We learned in our previous lesson. So Great Depression. During Great Depression, the people conditions were very vast. Example, the situation of Vietnam during Great Depression. First, rice and rubber prices fell. Rice and rubber prices fell. Means came down. The prices, there was no good rate for the rice and rubber. Next, indebtedness, rural debt. Most of the members are in the completely indebtedness, rural indebt it is called. And unemployment. Majority of the people were suffering from unemployment. Then they started raising. Then rural rising started. Rural rising means rural people are attacking on the French. They are doing against of the French. Finally, French were suppressed this movement. This uprising. Sometimes they thrown bomb also. sometimes they thrown bomb also. So whenever Ho Chi Minh came, a new political ideas have been developed by Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam in 1930s. So people, these are the people problems during Great Depression. Rice and rubber prices were fell, rural debit and unemployment was there. Most of the people were started raising against of the French. But what the French did? They suppressed the people. Sometimes also they thrown bomb also among them. So during this situation, Second World War started. You already know that what is the period of the Second World War. So Second World War completely changed a position of Vietnam. So what was happening? 1940, Japan occupied Hanoi. Very important. 1940, Japan occupied Hanoi. Hanoi is the capital city of Vietnam. Okay. So now Vietnamese have to fight against Japan and they have to fight against the French. But luckily what happened? French was occupied by Hitler. Yeah. French was occupied by Hitler. Hence most of the majority of the soldiers were left from Vietnam. Yeah, French was occupied by Hitler during Second World War. Hence most of the French soldiers have left to French to secure their country. So during that situation, they fought against Japan. Vietnamese, they fought against Japan. I repeat, Vietnamese, they fought against Japan. They recaptured Hanoi in September 1945. In September 1945, they recaptured. You know that Hiroshima, Nagasaki, they dropped bombs. Okay, in September, whenever they dropped bombs, they recaptured the Hanoi. Whenever they recaptured the Hanoi, completely Vietnam came under the control of all the Vietnamese. So whenever Japan was occupied, one league was set up to fight against independence. That league was the League for Independence of Vietnam. Yeah. The League for Independence of Vietnam, also called as Viet Minh. Yeah, very important. The League for Independence of Vietnam, also called as Viet Minh. So this Viet Minh, all the group members, they recaptured the Hanoi. Completely Hanoi came under the control of Vietnamese people. Okay. In 1945, one of the major incident was took place. Very important. In 1945, Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Yeah. Democratic. Vietnam became Democratic Republic of Vietnam. There was no French, there was no Japan. So entire Vietnam was under the control of Vietnam. Then Ho Chi Minh became a chairman. Ho Chi Minh became chairman. Ho Chi Minh became chairman. Whenever he became a chairman, what he did, 25% of the rents, 25% of the rents reduced. Rents were reduced to 25%. Rents reduced to 25%. 25% rents were decreased. Next, all secondary rents, all secondary rents were cancelled. No need to pay anything. No need to pay to any landlords. So the people were happily enjoying because they know that the French were left, Japan was left. Next, Chairman Ho Chi Minh came, the great leader, and rent was reduced to 25%, and all the secondary rents also cancelled, and he also promised for the land redistribution to the poor people. Those poor people who do not have land, he promised to give the land to the landless. He also announced that lands will be confiscated from the landlords lands of the French also confiscated. He was announced, the people were very happy. So during this happy moment, they felt again sad. The sad news is French again they wanted to come into Vietnam. French was during World War II they left. Again they wanted to enter. Again they wanted to come. Again they wanted to come into French with the help of one ruler. His name is Bao Dai. Bao Dai was the emperor. Bao Dai was emperor. With the help of this emperor, Bao Dai, French wanted to control the Vietnam again. So there was a war was held. Many of the Vietnamese people were joined. Fight against of the French. Finally, in 1954, after 8 years, in 1954, at Dien Bien Phu, very very important, at Dien Bien Phu, French was defeated by the Vietnam. So French lost in the war. 1954 at Dien Bien Phu. 16,000 French soldiers were captured. 16,000 French soldiers were imprisoned. Finally, a peace treaty was concluded. In Geneva. Geneva peace. Geneva peace treaty was concluded. According to this peace treaty, Vietnam have been divided into two parts. One is North Vietnam. Okay, and second one is South Vietnam. Please you remember that Dien Bien Phu they were defeated. Okay, French lost. 16,000 French soldiers were imprisoned. After the war, Geneva peace it was concluded. After that, North Vietnam, South Vietnam, it was divided. After this, North Vietnam came under the control of Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh is ruling North Vietnam. And South Vietnam, it was under the control of Ngo Dinh Diem. Ngo Dinh Diem was a ruler and he was suppressed the people. He was making troubles the people. He is completely neglecting the people and he is killing the people, innocent people. So Ngo Dinh Diem he is a dictator. The people were sad in the South Vietnam. The people were very happy in the North Vietnam. So one organization was formed. That organization is NLF. National Liberation Front. I repeat, NLF means National Liberation Front. National Liberation Front was formed to reunite the Vietnam. They wanted to add this Vietnam and this Vietnam. Both Vietnam they wanted to unite. They wanted to merge so that this NLF was formed. North Vietnam was the people were very happy in the North Vietnam. South Vietnam their Ngo Dinh Diem was suppressed the people and he did not grant any rights. The people are suffering a lot. Next, what the Ho Chi Minh? Why the people are very happy in the North Vietnam? See, in the North Vietnam, 1954, he introduced land reforms. In the beginning, he said, whenever he became a chairman, he promised to that I will give the lands to the poor people. Okay, so land redistribution. Those people who don't have land, he gave the lands to the poor, confiscated the lands of the rich people. Those rich people are having many acres of the land, their lands were confiscated and he was given to the land to the poor people. So that was very successfully completed by the Ho Chi Minh. But in the South, people are not happy, people are suffering a lot by the dictator. So during that time, suddenly US started war on the Vietnam. Why US started war in the Vietnam? Let us see. Why US started war in the Vietnam? Now let us see. US afraid of communist government. US did not like communism. US did not like Marxism. US want only capitalism. So US afraid of communism. US afraid of the unification of Vietnam, because somebody they are trying to unify the Vietnam, no? Somebody they are trying to, NLF is trying to unify the Vietnam. Hence, US is afraid. US also doesn't want to this communist. This kind of the communism may also develop in the US, so that they wanted to restrict. They wanted to restrict this communism. They started to attack the innocent people. Vietnam people were very poor. Vietnam people were very innocent. Vietnam people they didn't do harm to anyone. So that on the very simple people, honest people, poor people, US started war. During 1965 to 1932. During 1965 to 1922, 34 lakhs soldiers have been sent. US sent 34 lakhs soldiers to them. And US used one bomb. That bomb name is Agent Orange. Agent Orange. Agent Orange is a plant killer. Agent Orange is a plant killer. Okay? Spraying of this chemical. Agent Orange was made with one toxin. It was chemical. They are spraying with the aircrafts. Whenever they are spraying with the aircrafts, within 24 hours, within a short days, all the trees will be felled. Trees will die. So whenever the trees will die, they wanted to destroy. They wanted to locate the people. So that this Agent Orange was sprayed. And latter days it was found that Agent Orange also having the toxic like cancer. Cancer agents also there in the Agent Orange. Not only that, but also B-52S. B-52S, it is a bomb, dirty bomb can throw on the human. B-52S, B-52s. Next, second. And third one is napalm bomb. Napalm. It also one of the plant. It also one of the bomb. And phosphorus bomb. Phosphorus bombs. So these kind of the bombs they have used to destroy the Vietnam community. But whenever they are innocent, many members are criticizing the US media, criticizing. Some of the movies came to criticize America. Why America killing them? They also don't know. Because innocent people were massacred. Innocent people were killed. After World War I, World War II, this is the biggest human loss. Many people were died after the first, second World War. In Vietnam only, many people were died. Yeah, one more thing. US underestimated the power of Vietnam people. US have modern weapons. US have modern armaments, but they completely underestimated the power of the poor people. They don't have guns. They don't have weapons, but they are very brave and very dare, because they recently got land. They recently got the independence. Recently they are working in their land. So that was inspired them to that we have to fight our country. We have to fight for our land. We have to fight for our next generation. So we have to fight for our agricultural fields. So they are very committed. Many people were gathered. These people, they do not have modern weapons. Still they were joined. Women were joined. And youth were joined. Okay? There was a tracks. There are so many people were joined. Finally, US, they bravely fought. US came into the conclude of the war, because many people were criticized the US government because of the innocent people. Sometimes soldiers also they said that we won't go. We doesn't want to kill the innocent people. The people that don't have weapons, why we have to kill them? So the soldiers say that we won't go. Where they want to go? They doesn't want to go war into the Vietnam, because soldiers' wives, soldiers' kids, soldiers' parents were requested that do not kill the persons those who don't have weapons. So the innocent people they may kill, that may be affect their life. Okay, so that many soldiers also they said no sir, we doesn't want to kill, we doesn't want to fight in this war. Finally, US took their forces back in 1974. In 1974, Paris, the war was concluded. The Paris Treaty was made between the US and Vietnam in 1974, and finally 30th April 1975. 30th April 1975, Vietnam it's Saigon. Yeah, at Saigon, the war was it was concluded, and it was at Saigon NLF was reunited. At Saigon, NLF was reunited the Vietnam. Before that, North Vietnam, South Vietnam was different, isn't it? North Vietnam, South Vietnam was different, but now North Vietnam, South Vietnam both are united by National Liberation Front. So children, in this lesson we have done that civilizing mission and students' attitude, teachers' attitude, political parties, the Young Party, the Party of Young Annam is Student General, and their educational system, how the French were glorified, and when the party was started, VCP party was started. Before that, first RCP party was started. RCP means Russian Communist Party. Then after CCP party was started. Then after VCP party was started, Vietnam Communist Party by Ho Chi Minh, isn't it? So Ho Chi Minh was brave and he was fought on behalf of the people, and there was Great Depression. Conditions were different during Great Depression. French soldiers were gone to French because Germany was attacked to them. Then Japan was attacked on them, Hanoi. Then people were mostly fought against of the Hanoi. Hanoi they recaptured. He became a chairman. People Democratic Republic of Vietnam was founded. The chairman was Ho Chi Minh. He cancelled the 25% of reduction. All secondary rents were cancelled. Bao Dai, with the help of Bao Dai, French again they wanted to come. 8 years war concluded 1954 at Dien Bien Phu. Okay, Geneva Peace Treaty was made. Then after it was divided into two countries. That is North Vietnam, South Vietnam. North Vietnam came under the control of Ho Chi Minh. South Vietnam came under the control of Ngo Dinh Diem. He did not give people to rights. He was suppressed the people. Most of the people were unhappy, suffered the people. But North Vietnam, people were happy because of the land reforms. Then US entered into the war. Finally, NLF was reunited. US soldiers also gone back to their country, and 1974 Paris Treaty was concluded. At Saigon, 30 April 1975, NLF was reunited the North Vietnam and South Vietnam. So the happy ending there. Next, let us see another situation about Nigeria. Last and final country Nigeria. So Nigeria is western country. So western country in the Africa continent, Nigeria. You know that Nigeria also under the control of many colonial countries. I repeat, Nigeria was ruled by many different countries. Okay, but nation state. What is the meaning of nation state? Do we have a nation state idea? Yeah, because we are thinking that we all are Indian. Yeah, whenever we all are one country people, so that feeling is called as nation state feeling. So the nation state feeling is new to the Africans. Nation state feeling is completely new to the Africans. They are not thinking towards the nation state feeling. And in Nigeria, all people are tribals. Different regions are there, different regions and different languages, different cultures, different opinions were there. Okay, and these different regions came together. Different regions came together under the control of Britain. Britain was made united. Britain was brought these all different areas under into their control. So under the British rule, different areas they made as Nigeria, and they are ruling. And in Nigeria, most famous river is Niger River, Nigeria. So from the name of Niger River only, the Nigeria name it was came. So which kind of people, what kind of the people they are living, we let us see. Yeah, this is Nigeria map example. Yeah, this river is Niger River. This river is Niger River. In the north, Hausa Fulani people were living. Hausa Fulani people were Muslims. These people were Muslims. And here Yoruba Yoruba people are living in the west side. Here, southeast side. Igbo people. These different peoples are living. So mostly in the southern side. There was very active Christian missionaries. Christian missionaries were very active in the southern side. Hence, there was good administration, development, and educational facilities were there in the south because of the Christian missionaries. There was active Christian missionaries were there. So due to these active Christian missionaries, educational development was there. Okay, and in south was developed while compared to Hausa Fulani and the northern areas of this. Remember, Hausa Fulani Muslim areas are not developed. Only the southern areas of Yoruba and Igbo. These are the groups, people's group, and these areas were developed because these are established by the Britishers. Britishers were established. Yeah, one more major problem is in Nigeria. I told just now, different peoples are there. They have different beliefs, tribal beliefs. They have different tribal beliefs. Even now also we believe different. In our Hinduism, we believe different opinions, different things we believe. Okay, some of the superstitions also we believe. So that many conflicts came among the tribal people. So different people, different opinions and different conflicts. Conflicts means not matching their ideas. There was no not matching of these ideas. Today, example, you see by today also the legacy of the colonialism. Today also legacy of colonialism. Yeah. Today also the legacy of the colonialism is there in Nigeria. Means legacy means still certain colonial powers are active in Nigeria. They are not ruling. Sir, is it any country is ruling now? Any other country? No. But resources. Most of the Nigerian resources are under the control of other countries. Other countries occupied the taking materials, resources from the Nigeria. Okay. Nigeria is densely populated. Most of Nigeria most densely populated area. You know that in 9th class, Nigeria in 16th century. You might have known that 16th century Nigerian slaves were sent to European traders. Slave trade. It is very famous for slave trade. Nigerians were shackled, hanged. So Nigerians were completely they are sold to the European markets. This slave trade was abolished in the 19th century. Slave trade abolished. This slave trade was abolished in 19th century. Okay. So whenever this slave trade was abolished, after that these Nigerians were, the Britishers were forced them to work in palm oil. You know the palm oil, okay? Palm oil cultivation also there, palm oil and cocoa. You know the cocoa, with the help of the cocoa, dairy milk chocolate, and all the chocolates will be made with the help of cocoa. So 16th century slave trade was there, 19th century slave trade was abolished, but after that Britishers were forced the slaves, the tribal people, to work in palm oil and cocoa plantations. Okay? So British were established their control. British were established their control in 1861. In 1861, Britishers controlled complete Nigeria. Nigeria came into their hand, and Lagos was the capital city. Lagos was the capital city of Nigeria. Then Lagos, educationally and missionary activities, infrastructure development is very more in Lagos because of the arrival of Britishers. So Britishers were established their power in the Niger Delta. Especially in the Niger River Delta in 1861, their capital city was Lagos. So this is Nigeria's introduction. In next topic we will complete the Nigeria. So what we learn about Nigeria? No nation state feeling is there among the tribal people. Okay, these people are different ideas are there, and Niger River was there. 3 group people are there. Hausa Fulani in the north, west side Yoruba, east side Igbo people were there. South Christian missionaries were there. Tribal people, different beliefs are there. These people are fighting with each other. Okay. Today also we can see certain colonialism in the resources in Nigeria. Nigeria most densely populated, And Nigeria, 16th century, very famous for the slave trade. 19th century, Nigeria slave trade was abolished. After the abolition, Britishers were made that slaves to work in the palm oil and cocoa. And Britishers made this in Niger Delta, 1861. The administration was took in their hand. Lagos was the capital city. Lagos was the capital city. So this is a introduction about Nigeria. Okay, children, let us complete in the next section about Nigeria. Thank you.